like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Alright, let's see. And we switch scenes to... God fucking damn it, man. Why does it always do that? Hold up, I'll do that. Allow. God damn it, man. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, it's still a bit shaky. What up, Squirm? Welcome to the stream. It's all the SBS. I'm going to be reading it for the first time today. I've been trying to avoid, I mean, I guess you can call them spoilers. Again, I mean, it's not story related, but I did see that there's potentially some pretty interesting things from Oda. Yo, Gambi, what up? What up, what up, what up? Oh, I'm an idiot. I should not have. I should not have closed Discord. I'm now gonna start it up again. All right. Wait, is stream lagging? That is not good if stream is lagging. I'm just gonna wave around, see how the movements are. Okay. Not seeing any. Weird. Okay, it seems fine now. So Discord is starting up right now. Okay, everything's working smoothly, I think. I did fix it, but maybe it was just a momentary thing. I don't know what's going on. It seemed, I mean, it's back to normal now. Because there's still some small bugs that I gotta fix. All right. So there are two things I want to get to today. One of which being the SBS, and the other one, do not tell me what it is, but apparently there's something going on. So apparently the One Piece manga has surpassed Superman in sales. It has gone over 600 mil of units sold. And apparently to celebrate that, there's some kind of event. I'm going to be reading that article, or whatever the fuck that was. Because I'm terrified. I'm genuinely terrified. If it is what I think it is. Oh boy. If it is what I think it is. But I'm not sure. Should I start with the SBS or with the other one? Because I'm gonna cover both anyway. Watch the video first. All right. Okay. Wait. It was a video. I didn't even open the link. I thought it was an article. All right. Let me pull it up. Oh, it is a It is a video. How about that? So I'm pulling it up right now. All right. So I'm gonna switch scenes. Like that. Hold up. Something's not right here. Okay, that's better. Watch the video first. Okay, so let me. And also, I cannot keep monitoring everything. So if you could help me out, if there's even the slightest thing wrong with stream, please let me know. So let me turn off the music. All right. Switch to full screen. Oh, do not start just yet. Turn up the volume. I'm okay. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Let's see what this shit is about. All right. Here we go. 600 million milestone.
What is the One Piece?
Oh no. Ichiro the studio.
Has been determined since the very beginning.
Okay.
The secret never written down. Kept in the mind of creator Eiichiro Oda.
Right, something on a sheet of paper.
At long last,
No, 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 no. Tears the paper in half. Places the bottom half in a treasure chest. Locks the chest. What awaits Monkey D. Luffy? Okay, puts in an orb. No, 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 no. Oda, what are you doing?
Until the whole story is revealed. The truth will rest far beyond anyone's reach.
My heart is fucking racing right now.
At the bottom of the ocean.
My okay. My anxiety is going through the fucking roof right now. Why did he do that? Just dropped it in the ocean. And also, what he wrote down, what he wrote down was in Japanese, and it's not like he hid it. What on earth was that? So he wrote something, tore it in half. I think the one half he has kept with him, and the other half is at the bottom of the ocean somewhere. But it's not like he was. It's not like they hid what he wrote down. Any Japanese person should be able to read that. Has Arter, Library of Ohara, has he translated that? What did it say? Unless that was a fake one that they showed, like what he wrote down. Unless that was a fake. Yo, what up, Zach? Welcome to the stream. Okay, in my opinion, this not good for what it could, for the possibilities that it could have. But I thought it was going to be much, much worse. So based on the reactions I saw of people in this my Discord server, and from the vague titles that I saw on on uh, on Reddit, I thought for a moment I thought Oda started a hunt. I thought he straight up wrote down the answer of what the One Piece is and was like, go look for it. I thought he was encouraging people to look for it. But no, so this is just so this is a promotional stunt, obviously. And the fact that it's the bottom of the ocean somewhere means that ordinary people should not be able to reach it. I've not looked into it yet, but I think just said Monkey D. Luffy and something One Piece. Okay. He wrote, "I don't like pirates anymore. You don't get any. You don't get any." Okay. Fucking hell. But if okay, so let's go full One Piece fan here. Let's go Just full One Piece fan mode. What's written on the paper is irrelevant. What was written on the paper is irrelevant. It does not matter. Chances are he just wrote some bullshit in it. Chances are he wrote why the Roger pirates were laughing, why Roger laughed. To me, if I go full theory mode, why did he tear it in half? Why did he tear it in half? And why at the bottom of the ocean? Unless he is telling us that the One Piece is actually at the bottom of the ocean, or at least one piece of the One Piece is at the bottom of the ocean. And this whole thing being a big hint of what it could be. Why Roger was too early. Why it's called the One Piece. Because Roger most likely only found one piece of the treasure. So the whole two-piece meme might actually, oh my god, the two piece is real. The two-piece is real. Fuck. Then the search for the second piece begins. Oh no. Okay. Let me pull something up. Let me do that. It's classical SBS spirit. He wrote something like, yes, Rob Lochi. Oh, SBS spirit. Was that spot on his. Okay. Yo, what up, Mohammed? The new Matt Bat? That name sounds familiar, Matt Bat. Who's he again? Okay, so if anyone ever finds it, if anyone ever finds it,
What is this box?
It's the Pirate King's treasure. No idea what's inside, though. Oh, it's one of these things.
That's an eternal pose to Laugh Tale.
Wait, to Laugh Tale?
Hand it over, straw man. That's mine. You bastard.
Home.
whoever finds it, you better fucking destroy that shit. Set it on fire. Throw a fucking. Buy a hand grenade. Blow it the fuck up. Burn it. Set it on fire. Collect the ashes. Spread them on 8 different sides of the world for it to never to be found again. Discord article they found. Discord article. Possible location of the One Piece. Response to okay. Let me break this down as much as I can. Wait, is that okay? I need a link. God, oh my God! Stop, please, for the love of Christ, stop sending me Discord links or Twitter links. I cannot go on Twitter. Okay, it works. Okay, so One Piece creator Eiichiro Oda has hidden the secret of the One Piece on a piece of paper at the bottom of the ocean. It now rests. That's barely a kilometer. That's not even. That's just slightly more than half a kilometer. Undisclosed location. So, location One Piece just 13 hours. Japanese coast. Coast Guard colors, yeah. So that was a point that I wanted to make earlier. The fact that they went by just by boat means it's not too far off from shore. Let me break this down as much as I can. Clue 1. We'll assume it's off the coast of Japan in Japanese territory. From the ship, the crew, and the fact that this will be illegal to dump in the ocean. I'm guessing Oda has gotten permission from the Japanese Coast Guard, and the treasure has tracking. Hold up. My God. Tracking so they can find it later. This is substantiated by the red and blue, which are the Japanese Coast Guard colors, and Gemstack being mentioned in the description of the official video. Okay, so next one. Oh my God, come on, work with me here. Clue number 2. No land can be visible from a drop point when looking southwest. The sun will be setting southwest at 4 p.m. We have a high angle shot with no land in the horizon. So if the camera ship is looking southwest into open water, the coast will be behind us, to the northeast. Based on the drone's height, we can possibly see 30 to 50 kilometers out. Clue number 3. Must be at 600 meters depth where sediment isn't disturbed often. Okay, actual good point. Okay, so the whole thing with calculating like the like how high the sun is and like be able to make a calculated guess as to what time it was, which direction they were going. With a little time, most people should be able to figure something like that out. However, this is a good one. Must be at 600 meters depth where sediment isn't disturbed often, because yeah, when they dropped that shit at the ocean floor, it looked clean. Like there was didn't look like there was any activity from humans or anything. The drop points under the ocean might be our best clue. The sediment. This is a silty fine sediment, which means it's not being blasted by strong bottom currents. Best guess, Suruga Bay, Shizuoka, close to Tokyo where Oda lives. Fits all clues, easy to get to, easy to retrieve, no strong bottom currents, no land could be seen if you were looking southwest, and a familiar testing ground for Gemstack. Extra notes, the map pieces could be just art pieces, but they could be real clues. I also didn't rule out that the footage may be fake or doctored but let's assume it's real so we have something to work with. If we find the One Piece, I vote we destroy. Oh, I said it! I vote we destroy it, just like in STEM. God, yo, fucking no. If I mean, regular people should not be able to go this deep. Which leaves us for a terrifying, absolutely fucking terrifying possibility that some rich fuck wants to find it just to either sell it, which would be fucking horrendous, to just keep it for himself for value purposes and just flexing, which also fucking horrendous. Now, whoever finds it and does not destroy it, we gotta beat the fuck out of him. We gotta beat the absolute fucking living shit out of him. I'm going full emo here. Anybody, no one is allowed to know. No one who, oh my god, is it terrifying? Hold up. There's a silver. My half notes. If you want, If you want it, you can have it. You just have to find it. I left it in the water. Every real One Piece fan would destroy it, but you know there are some. Not even there's not even some dickhead. It's not even dickheads, but also people who don't agree with Luffy's methods. Because there are some channels that I used to follow in the past who were like new One Piece fans, and they were like uploading weekly videos, doing reviews, or in a podcast format, discussing the chapters that they've read. When they got to Sabaudi Island, Sabaudi Archipelago, some people did not agree with Luffy yelling at Usopp. They were of the opinion that he can just give you all the answers. Just let him tell you. Why would you say no? It's the easiest path forward. And it's just... And I was like, did you not read the story? Rayleigh would be willing to give that information to anyone who asks. I don't think he gives a shit. But if you're willing to go about it that method, you're not gonna make it. You're not meant for greatness. You're not meant to find the One Piece. You're not meant to find whatever is, or you're not meant to reveal whatever it is that's hidden for like centuries or even millennia. No such thing that ever exists. No. Have the Japanese Navy cover that whole section, that whole ocean section. Anyone who even comes close, open fire. Okay, so that was another link in my Discord. Okay, so Jay posted this like 6 hours ago. You want JoJo? Yes, I do. Now, what is this? Another YouTube video. 114. What, that's the SBS? Is there a translation button, please? Okay, no, I'll save this for last. Okay, so let's pull up some One Piece music. Get rid of the Dragon Ball music. Get rid of... Oops. Okay, nothing going on Twitch. That's fine. We'll close that. Yeah, speaking of JoJo's, I revealed it on Monday during the Kagurabachi stream. Apparently, JoJo's part 7 will release weekly. So I will be streaming weekly, watching every episode. On Twitch, though. On Twitch. If I stream anime on YouTube, they'll fucking ban my ass. All right, so One Piece music. All right. Now pull up the SBS. Chapter links, and there it is. Yep, visit website. Oh, that's... Okay, that's dope. So they actually posted it in a... Oh, okay, that's neat. Okay, so they posted it in a Kubari format. Oh, that's really nice. Good shit. Okay, so let me go to full screen. All right, let's... How many questions are there? Looks like there are 16 questions. Okay. Okay, we'll start with the first question. Reader. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm forgetting something. feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what it is. But anyway. Reader. Hello, Oda-sensei. About Captain John and Ganzui of the Rocks Pirates. Aren't they the previous users of the Jiki Jiki no Mi, Kid's Fruit, and the Bomu Bomu no Mi, Mr. Five's Fruit? But their usage was a bit different. Is Gil Blaster interim the previous Horo Horo no Mi, Perona's Devil Fruit user? Did this person use negative hollows? Okay. Without even reading Oda's question, Oda's answer, the question itself ends up with something very interesting. I've never heard anyone even mention it before, but this person is like speculating that the Perona's Devil Fruits, like the negative ghosts, they can also be positive, I guess. So Perona could choose to make someone feel positive. That's right, says Oda. They are all previous users and are already dead. These three appeared once as general zombies during the Thriller Bark arc. Okay, but well, it doesn't really matter. There isn't a fixed way to use an ability. The user's personality comes out. Wait, there isn't a fixated way to use an ability. The user's personality comes out. Since Ganzui has thick fingers, he couldn't pick his nose to make bombs like Mr. Five. No, time's up. That's it for the SBS. Luffy doesn't appear at all in this volume, but he'll go wild in the next one. Wait, really? So the entire volume, there's no... Am I reading this in reverse? He says this that's it for the SBS. I guess the questions are randomized. Okay, so hold up. So Ganzui's fingers are too thick, so he's not able to... Okay, fair enough. I've never ever mentioned it, but something that I'm actually always been interested in, especially since the reveal of Gear 5. When we ever get to the Joy Boy flashback, it would be so dope to see Joy Boy use the Devil Fruits outside of Gear 5 in a completely different way from Luffy. I don't know how much different he could use it from Luffy, but it would be so dope to see something like completely unique from the fruits. How Luffy has like developed the gears, and then Joy Boy, with having a completely different personality, has a whole different system going on. Next question. Reader, are there any standard activities or games that Luffy and the crew play during their parties? Oda, there are plenty. Once Brook gets into the swing of things, he immediately starts playing the piano or violin. Frankie joins in on the guitar, and then the singing and choruses begin. There's the classic chopsticks in the nose loach dance, and yeah, of course, because Usopp used to do that, and then Chopper started doing that too. Bring Jordan and Luffy there. Had to be all the users too, yeah, most likely. But so far, only Luffy and Joy Boy were able to go into Gear 5, and potentially 200 years ago. Whatever it was that like made Emeth attack Merjois. Usopp quiz. Usopp boards are handed out and everyone plays. There are penalty games, arm wrestling, board games, Jenga, weapon darts, sword axes and knives. Okay, I mean they're pirates, so they would get into reckless games like that. Drinking contests, speed eating contests, gene-based dice gambling. Gene-based gambler. Blindfolded plank walking, sumo. Okay, we've seen sumo in a movie, if I recall correctly. Luffy, sumo wrestling with Frankie. Usopp's imagination show. Oh, no, Usopp's imitation show, etc. The standard thing, the standard thing, above all, is probably singing. Okay, fair enough. Good shit. Good shit. Next question. Reader, Odachi. Does the captain of the Kuja pirates always become the Empress of Amazon Lily? Oda, it's actually the other way around. There is a saying in Amazon Lily. In this country, strength is beauty. Let's see more of the Straws free time. Yeah, it's been so long since we've seen stuff like that. The strongest and most powerful person wins the throne as Empress. Simultaneously, they also serve as the captain of the Kuja pirates. With the story of Shakuyaku, who successfully escaped the Celestial Dragons, being depicted in this volume, I feel like we can start to see why Hancock and her sisters, who were candidates for Empress position, were targeted and enslaved by someone. Not that it matters though. By someone. Does that mean we're gonna get more of Boa Hancock's backstory? Because with Boa Hancock, I guess the fan base always just assumed that she just got abducted by whether the Marines or Cypherpole, or just ran into a Celestial Dragon and got abducted like that. But the fact that he says by someone is interesting. So he says, with the story of Shakuyaku, who successfully escaped the Celestial Dragons, being depicted in this volume, I feel like we can start to see why... Excuse me. Why Hancock and her sisters, who were candidates for Empress position, were targeted and enslaved by someone. Not that it matters though. Okay, next question. Young Gloriosa was depicted wearing the same snake earrings as Hancock. Also, it seems Shakuyaku and Tritoma wore different accessories before becoming captain, but wore the snake earrings after. Is it a rule that the captain of the Kuja pirates wear those earrings through the generations? Oda, it's just like the previous question. Being Empress comes first. Think of them as a crown that is passed down to each Empress. After they step down, they are free to keep wearing them or take them off. Okay, that's dope. Nice. Yo, Envision. Did you see the One Piece? Yeah, I did. That shit fucking terrified me. My heart was racing. I did not like that. Never mind, I saw it. Watch the vote? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that shit terrified the fuck out of me. Okay, page number 4. Oh my god. Also, guys, if you haven't yet,
Like and subscribe.
I would very much appreciate it. Help me out here. Okay, question. Is the Kozuki Moria scene in the chapter 1155 cover page actually Gakko Moria? I bet you've received a mountain of questions about it. Please tell us, Odachi. PN Wakakun. Oda, that's right. I actually wanted to reveal this during the Wano Country arc, but I couldn't find the right opening to fit it in. That's crazy. Based on the information I've given you all so far, Moria was described like this. He once fought with Kaido. After his entrance, the entire crew was killed. He developed a personality that relies on others. Interesting. He possessed the corpse of the legendary samurai Ryuma and the famous sword Shusui. From those points, you might have imagined he had been to Wano before. But what I really want to share is the reason for his fight against Kaido. Hold up. Oh, I went to... No. I accidentally clicked. Okay. From those points, you might have imagined that he had to have... Oh my god. Imagine he had been Oh my god, I cannot read! From those points, you might have imagined he had been to Wano before, but what I really want to share is the reason for his fight with Kaido, against Kaido. When Moria was a young boy, he drifted ashore in Wano. People of the Ringo region took him in warmly, because they cherished him and gave him the name Kozuki. Okay. Because they cherished him and gave him the name Kozuki in honor of his strength, Moria, who had already set out to sea as a pirate, returned to fight Kaido in an attempt to save the people of Wano from his attack. However, he was defeated. After his loss, Moria felt so ashamed that he left Wano without saying a word. The people assumed he had died and built a grave for him. Since I cut this from the story, from the main story, it's just a need-to-know bit of trivia. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. He couldn't fit in Zoro's story. He couldn't fit in Frankie and Queen being family, and he couldn't fit in Moria's story. I got his ways. Frankie and Queen. Definitely strange. Definitely, that one is definitely strange. But I wonder why though. I mean, I still maintain the theory that Oda had it all planned out, and in the last section of the arc, for whatever reason, completely changed his mind. He was building towards something, and I think he either had a better idea, so he had to like finish Wano a bit, I guess, lackluster. I should do a stream or a video discussing all the things that Oda had built up in Wano, but never gave us any payoff for it. Queen was the used phrase. Oh my god, Queen used the phrase. I can't. Oh my, why can't I talk? Queen uses the phrase "funky" similar way as it. Fair enough. We could have had a Funky versus Super showdown. Not even a fight. Just both of them aura farming. However, I think we will return to Wano. For one reason or another, I think we will actually return to Wano. Whether it's for Momo and Yamato, whether it's for Pluton, whether it's to open the borders of Wano. Because the whole declaration, or not even declaration, but the whole purpose of the war against Kaido was not just to dispose of Kaido, but to open up the borders of Wano. Odin died giving his retainers, giving his the Akazaya 9, telling them, open the borders of Wano for me. But Momo decided not to, and I don't know why. What is his mother's use? Duper? I don't know. Yo, what up, New York? One is already close to Elbaf? Yeah, it's like one island next. So from Wano, you could either go to Egghead, Elbaf, or another one, the one that Law went to, I think. So they are still in close proximity, but the log post will not allow them to return to Wano. Unless they have an eternal post to Wano. Or a Vivre card. I don't remember. They do have a Vivre card, right? Yeah, I guess a Vivre card would be one way to go back to Wano. Yeah, I just still don't understand why the borders of Wano remained closed. And Momo's reasoning, I don't agree with that. Just because they got attacked by Green Bull, they kept it closed. Oden would have opened the borders. I don't think Oden would have been able to like stop a full-blown military attack or navy attack. I mean, I have Oden pretty high up in terms of strength. I think he can take on an admiral and beat him. But I don't think he can go full Whitebeard mode and just take on the entire navy. We're inventing the Wano? No, I get that, but I don't remember, I don't recall a moment where we've seen the Straw Hats and the Samurai exchanging Vivre cards. Or Momo giving his Vivre card to Luffy or something along those lines. So I want to see Yamato show up and join the gang. Might take a while, if it ever happens. And what else? Oh yeah, the reason why, like the only reason why I can think of why Oda decided to not take Yamato, bring Yamato with us on the crew. The Straw Hats would just straight up be unstoppable. That is the only fucking reason I can think of. There will be no crew alive that could take on the Straw Hats. Well, one is Luffy's territory, so he likely has a Vivre card connected. Yeah, but most likely. I'm just saying I don't recall a moment of actually seeing that. Chances are they did it off screen. Oda could just do it. Just tell us, oh yeah, I did that shit off screen. Fair enough, but I'm just saying I don't recall ever actually seeing it. Yamato not joining the Straw Hats. Yeah, I hated it too. I really hated it. I was really ready for it. I was absolutely fucking ready for it for Yamato to join. But yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, in all fairness, I was more so on board. I would have preferred Momo on the crew to be like a cabin boy, like how Shanks and Buggy were on Roger's ship. But Momo now being having an adult body, I don't know, just not feeling it anymore. Anyway, next question. Would make sense to join? I mean, he's been like a Straw Hat. I mean, in our time for 7 years? Dude's been on the Straw Hats as long as Law has been. But Law is a captain, so he wouldn't, in the end, count as a Straw Hat, sure. But Momo being a cabin boy, following in the footsteps of his dad, not against that. Population of Wano still needs some years before they are fit to fight after all the years of starvation. Fair. But they have Yamato. Yamato smacked the shit out of Green Bull. And you have the Akazai 9 who, even though they got their ass beat by Kaido, they still held off Kaido. Wano as a country, as a military force, insanely strong. It's just that Wano does not have the actual heavy hitter. Sure, it has Yamato, but Yamato is not. I think Yamato could go toe to toe with a admiral, but I don't think Yamato would win yet. Well, you need someone at the very least at the level of Oden. Well, Yamato is currently not protected, just protecting Momo and complete journey. Mono. Yeah. I mean, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Hello, Oda-sensei. You've mentioned that Den and Mushi don't mind being captured by humans because they get fed. Does that mean that the Den and Mushi cut by the Straw Hats crew gets to eat delicious meals made by Sanji? I'd love to know the details of how the crew takes care of their Den and Mushi. I need Oda to draw that. Oda, right. Well, first of all, on the Sunny, there is one long-distance Den and Mushi. Additionally, 5 members, Nami, Usopp, Robin, and Frankie carry baby Den and Mushi, short distance, which they sometimes lend to each other. Basically, as long as they have water, Den and Mushi can survive for about 3 months without food. Okay, that's kind of crazy. I mean, I guess that applies for humans too. I might be wrong, but I think humans, if they can drink water, no food, I think the average human can last for about 3 months. I could be wrong on that. But the other way around, food and the water, 3 days, and you're dead. So, basically, as long as they have water, then Emuji can survive for about 3 months without food. However, since communicating via thought waves uses a lot of energy, it's best to give them some leftovers after use. They are let loose in places like Robin's flower bed or Nami's tangerine grove on the upper deck of the Sunny. They are perfectly happy if you occasionally give them their favorites, like cabbage or lettuce. Apparently, on days when it gets sprinkled with water from watering can, they get so excited that their signal can reach all the way to the other side. Man, that is such no detail. Show us that. That's okay. So their signal can get stronger. Wow. Okay, that's dope. Okay, that is actually something I would have loved to see, like, in the story. Bro now took the title Ace of the Beast Pirates, but Yamato is definitely Wano's Ace of the Fair enough, yeah. Look at him all happy. Alright, next question. Okay, this one is a Stussy question. Reader, why is Stussy's bat fruit, Bato Bato no Mi, spelled with a small tsu instead of just Bato Bato? In the game Unlimited World Red, a pirate named Red, Patrick Redfield, what the fuck? In the game Unlimited World Red, a pirate named Red, Patrick Redfield. That's gotta be the worst One Piece name I've ever heard. Also has a similar devil fruit, mythical Zoan model, Vampire. Did you spell it that way to match the name previously established for him? Oda, you hit the nail so hard on the head. I can't even argue. If I were naming it with my current vibe, I'd probably go with Bato Bato. But I must have had my reasons for choosing Bato Bato. With double T, I guess. Back then. So I stuck with it to stay consistent. Oh my god. So I stuck with it to stay consistent. Besides, it sounds like Kit Kat, Kitakato, which is tasty. So I guess it's all good. Okay, so even outside the chapters, food. The cover page where Dragon is watering Denamushi. Really? Okay, fair. The man himself. The man himself. SBS 114. Oda confirmed that the name of Rox's sword is Eclipse. Okay, that is actually a dope ass name for a sword. Eclipse, solid ass name. So the names of all the sabers in the story are Ace, Eclipse, Griffin, who else has a okay, Shamrock, Cerberus, mean, there's Garling, but I don't think we've heard the name of his sword. Okay, fair enough. I mean, really, no, really. Oh, Yoru. Yoru is not a saber. Yoru is a. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I'm talking about this style of sword, like the style of sword that Shanks and Roger have. Read all of the questions? No, I think I'm halfway there. Yeah, I'm halfway there. What up, Crazy Gold? Maybe it would mean something in the past. Okay, hold up. The name would mean something in the future. Maybe. I'm sure there's a eclipse. Eclipse meaning the sun being blocked out by the sun. The sun being blocked out by the moon, causing darkness. And then there's Blackbeard who has the darkness fruits. Might be something going on there. The worst One Piece name is from the One Piece. Wicked. No. No. Actually, no. Wicked Dick actually works as a pirate name. That's actually a solid pirate name. This, however, Patrick Redfield, sounds like a fucking accountant. Maybe it would mean something. Maybe it would mean something. What up, Ultra Pop official? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Let's see. Maybe it would mean something in the past because he's already dead. Who knows? Maybe. Yakuza Kazen Fuji was that. Zoro kills Wicked Dick in a flashback. What? Oh, but again, I'm not talking about swords in general. I'm talking about this specific type of sword. I'm not talking. Fujitora has this sword. This is what Fujitora has. This is a katana without a handguard. It's a katana. It has a different name most likely, but it still sounds like katana. It's being used like a katana. I'm talking about this specific sword. Like the Western type sword. A saber. Shanks has one. Roger had one. Garling has one. Shamrock has one. I'm blanking out who else. I really has. What? Let me look. One Piece Array Lee Sword. I've just butchered his name. Okay, so he has essentially a long sword. Oh, but hold up. Okay, so I'm not tripping. He used to have a saber when he was young. So in his prime, he did used to have a saber. But he got rid of it, I guess. Durandal? Okay, yeah, so, okay, fair enough. Although, is it a saber or is it a... I forgot the name of it. No, I don't think that's a saber. This is a thrusting weapon. Rapier, yeah, rapier, that's the one, yeah. I was blanking out on it, but I know the name because from all the Dark Souls games and Elden Ring. Yeah, a rapier. Yeah, this is a thrusting sword, so you don't use it to like slash people. Sabers are made to like slash. They have like a round edge, a round sharp edge, so you just swing with it. But this is more like just thrusting, piercing. All right, next question. If Rox can kill Admiral of the Steel combat, he can definitely steal a sword from the Holy Land. Which sword would he steal, though? Okay. Oda confirmed that Shanks and Shamrock's mother's name is Magnolia. Alright, fair enough. Magnolia. Alright. Okay, good. Fair enough. Okay, just another quick enough confirmation. Oda confirms Rox's ship is called Rox Fury. That is a funny name after the last few days. So wait, you think Rox killed an admiral with his bare hands and then stole a sword? Oh, Yamato. Oda drew Yamato at ages 40 and 60 in both a good future and a bad... Okay, I'm not seeing anything yet. Both a good and a bad future. Okay, so age 40. Jesus, It's Wano country. Let's go and have a visit, Luffy. So... And then 6-year-old Yamato. I don't want to be becoming a big shot. So what, this is a good timeline? Or a bad timeline? Yamato at 40 looks like hasn't aged a day since Wano. Oh my Oh no. Oh no. What in the fuck? What does this mean? Doesn't even look like Yamato anymore. The eyebrows are different, the eyes are different. Got rid of the horns. Thing is, deadass, I cannot tell which one of these two is the good and the bad ending. Like, which one is the good and the bad version? Which one is the good and the bad timeline? Because it looks like this one, Yamato looks like all negative and depressed. And then in this, dead. Wait, did we just Yamato go order bigger? I mean, seems like it. Yamato wanted to be Oden, will be downfall. I don't think necessarily that, but this is where Yamato takes it just way beyond. Like, it's not even giving Oden vibes. It's just looking like Oden. Oden on his first ever panel when he got fully revealed. Just based on the first panel, you could tell that motherfucker is larger than life. You just based off that panel, you could tell what he was all about, what kind of guy he was. From this, I would not have named my channel "I Am Oden" if this was Oden. Doesn't want to be a big shot, meaning she got high authority, which doesn't want. I guess. Also, Oda just confirmed Yamato is joining the crew. So Yamato is 28, someone said in chat. 28. This is 12 years later. And in the good timeline, Yamato is a Straw Hat at age 40, 12 years later. Nah, this is probably just a timeline. A potential timeline where Luffy, I guess, is still a pirate after he finds the One Piece? Or a pirate, or a timeline where Luffy, after 12 years, still hasn't found the One Piece? Or just sailing for the hell of it? Or... But most of all, what's getting me the most, the fact that Luffy is alive 12 years from now. Because I'm gonna be honest, I do not see how Luffy survives his story. From the ever since we made it to the Grand Line, just death flags upon death flags upon death flags for Luffy. I'm 100% on board that he will die in the last chapter. Anyway, next page. Okay, finally, a question. Reader, Odachi. Heso. I've been wondering for a long time, what was that hooded figure... was that hooded figure talking to the 5 elders during the reverie about a certain pirate actually Shanks? Or was it Shamrock? Wait. Okay. I misunderstood the question. Okay. Was that hooded figure talking to the 5 elders during the reverie about a certain pirate actually Shanks? Or was it Shamrock? Also, does the mermaid poop come from front? What? Okay. I think the theory is that Luffy wants to hide the One Piece somewhere else, not to ruin it. Fuck no. There is no One Piece to look after, to find after Luffy has found it. The only reason why there is a One Piece right now and a great Age of Pirates has launched is because Roger could not do whatever he wanted to do with One Piece. Luffy will be able to do it. The entire world will fucking change. The ocean levels might just sink all the way down. There might not be much oceans to sail after Luffy is done. There might not be a... No, there 100% will not be a One Piece to find. If there is a One Piece still active after Luffy has found it, then what the fuck was this all for? Like, Luffy will just leave it there? Whoever finds the One Piece will flip the entire fucking world upside down. The entire world will be turned upside down, according to Whitebeard. And I don't think that's just figuratively. I don't think that's just a metaphor. It's both. The second piece. No, I am now 100% on board of the 2-piece. However, finding the 2-piece or the second piece that shit will take 2 months in real time to find. The 2-piece either is in Merijois, Lodestar, or just somewhere else. Okay, Oda, the back. What you... That's all he gives, the back. And yes, it was Shamrock. In the anime, it was actually voiced by Shanks' voice actor, Shuichi Ikeda. I realized, I forgot to tell the anime staff it's not Shanks. But later, I met Shamrock's voice actor, Tsuda Kenjiro, Tsukaren, and thought he's the one for Shamrock. So now I'm thinking it's a good thing I didn't rush to pick a voice actor back then. Okay, fair enough. Also, if it's not only that reason why he chose that's not the only good reason why it's a good thing that Shanks' voice actor was used. Can you imagine how the scene would have changed in the One Piece fan base if they gave Shanks in that moment a different voice actor, like a notably different voice actor? Everyone instantly would have guessed, nah, that's not Shanks. Didn't expect this to be revealed in SBS. Wait, you mean this? I mean, it was essentially. I mean, this question is essentially useless because it was all but confirmed that it was Shamrock. Next question, page number 12. Oh, hold up. Oh my god. Reader, in chapter 1156, Roger's ship has the mustache skull. Has this mark, the mustache skull. But Roger himself hasn't grown a mustache yet. Why is that? Okay, so I remember we discussed that during the Rocks flashback. And I had a theory. I wanted something specific to happen. I'm still slightly sad that Oda didn't do that. Can you imagine if during the fight of against Rocks, when he teamed up with Garp to fight against Rocks? How dope would it have been? Now looking back, even more so, in the moment where he was like, "It's about mass. You gotta put everything into it." And then in the moment that both Roger and Rocks were charging up their hockey, and then Roger was like swinging his sword, charging up all the hockey he has, and then his mustache just grows out instantly. That would have been glorious. That would have been absolutely fucking amazing. Have you seen the edit of Thriller Bark where Frankie speaks English and the rest still Japanese? No. No, I haven't. Oda. That's right. Those are udon. Oh, that's right. Those are udon noodles. You see? Ha 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 ha. That's udon. Yeah. I got questions about this one. I got it a lot. You're right. I think 99% of readers didn't care. But now 100% of you won't be able to unsee it. What should I do for overseas fans? Long macaroni. I mean, I think by now Japan's popularity has grown so much. I don't think there's anyone in the world who doesn't know what udon noodles is. And also, udon noodles, fair enough. So now, canonically, that is not a mustache. That's udon. Next chapter. Oh my god. Reader. To celebrate Shiki's appearance in the main story, please tell us things like his age and the grade of his swords. Oda. Sure. The character Shiki appears in the movie Strong World. If you're interested, go check it out. Let's see, what can I tell you? He's currently 73 years old. His swords Oto and Kogarashi are both Ryowazemono, skillful grade. Okay, so Ryowazemono, I think that's like the lowest tier grade, right? So kind of like the Wado Ichimonji. He likes gold leaf sushi and hates burdock roots. He hails from Yano country. Yano? He hails from Yano country, a place that's like a rougher version of Wano. What in the fuck? Wait, what? A place that's like a rougher version of Wano country. What do you mean rougher? There were prisoner mines with slaves. People outside the flower capital were not allowed to have food. People people were people were stuck in eternally laughing. Not even be able to cry because they got fed filled artificial devil fruits. Absolutely fucking starving. Sometimes making the choice to drink the polluted water, risking a chance of death. Parents actively committing suicide and killing their kids. And even off screen, the potential chances of Kaido going into drunken stupors all around the country, just wrecking shit. How in the fuck is Yano worse or like more rough than Wano? So essentially, Wano is Weenie Hut Jr. compared to Wano. As fucked up as Wano already was. This Oda throwing shade on China. How in the fuck is this? How in the fuck is this shade on China? Like Japan, but worse? I don't know if you're aware, but China currently absolutely fucking dwarfs anything Japan is doing right now. Japan is currently dwarfing every fucking country in the world. Did I say Japan? China is currently dwarfing every single fucking country in the world. And also, no fucking shot, Oda. Like, have you not read his story? Why would Oda is not the type to like shit on other countries for petty for nationalistic or patriotic pride bullshit. The entire purpose of Wano was like to showcase the isolation of Wano, which is mirrored from Japan, like how isolationist Japan is in real life. Use that as a critique to Japan. Wait, rougher than pre or post Kaido Wano is the question? Let's say even pre Kaido. Entire clans were being executed if one family member did something fucked up. A certain member of the Orochi clan committed treason. The entire Orochi clan for like what, 20 years? At minimum, Orochi didn't, or did I say Orochi clan? Kurozumi. Orochi didn't even know why he was hated so much. It needed to be explained to him. So even pre-Kaido, things were not easy in Wano. His hobbies are Kanto, comedy sketches, and bonsai. Notes. Oto and Kogarashi falls under the 50 skillful great swords category. Since Oda said he's currently 73 years old, it's a confirmation that Chiki is still alive. Huh. Alright, next question. Fair enough. I wonder where... Okay, next SBS, someone ask him where the fuck Yano is. Okay, so let's see. Reader. In the nightmares shown in chapter 1142, I can't believe the kid's greatest fear wasn't final exams. Oda said, "Oh, okay. I can't believe the kid's greatest fear wasn't final exams." Oda Sensei, what's your greatest fear? It's the PTA, isn't it? Oda, manifesting a final exam as a monster is hard. Exams? Also, this wasn't even a question. You just decided for me, but you're right. It's the PTA. Parent Teacher Association. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it would be difficult to like showcase a final exam in there. Yo, what up, Milo? Overtime? That's rough. Alright, next question. Okay, one about Nami. Hello, Oda Sensei. For people in One Piece who dress like this, referring to the high-cut outfits in the image, one image is Nami's Elbaf skirt outfit, and one image is a Kuja skirt outfit. Are they not wearing any underwear? Pantsu, okay. Oda, of course they aren't. I mean, how would they even wear anything under that? Can you please stop ruining your... Okay, I see what they're saying. Okay, so that is... That is wild. No, that is fucking wild. So if we ever make it to a Scottish style island, can you imagine as a guy wearing a kilt and everything's just hanging there? During summer, it might be nice, but if you're like in the forest, you're in battles, having to sprint constantly on the run, animals, bugs, snakes. Nah, fuck that. No. Now you know why many people are having a meltdown over this question? I didn't even know people were having a meltdown. The language reminds me of a way Norwegians talk about Sweden. It's like Norway. That may be true. I mean, I'm in the Netherlands, and like people hear shit on Belgium. Every country does that, but I mean, I don't participate in that. And I don't think Oda does either. I think got it the other way around? What do you mean? Got what the other way around? Okay, final question. It's not even a question. We're ending it on that note, huh? That's how we're ending it. Fair enough. Because fuck that. Fuck that. You could choose any fucking woman in One Piece. And you choose for the one who actively participated in a genocide. On her own free will. Most likely. Anyway, it's 9 p.m. Oh, I forgot one thing. There was one thing I needed to check. This was the last thing. Okay, what is this? Okay, I can't read Japanese. Rocks Pirates? Kaido. Okay, Big Mom. Lin Lin. Edward Nougat. Sengoku. Rocks. Oh, it's the reveal of the volume. Oh, okay, okay, I see. Okay, fair enough. Reveal of the volume. Okay, I was about to say. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so Oda clearly forgot Stussy. Yeah, it was apparently a volume trailer. Okay, okay, let's see. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. I wanted to say something. It's funny that Limlin is pregnant and all the rocks. Was she? Katakuri was there. I mean, I guess she would have been. Oh, fair enough. All right. Yeah, I'm in it here. I still gotta make me a quick dinner. It is 9 p.m. No stream tomorrow, unless One Piece drops tomorrow. But then it'll be a very late stream. So if by any chance One Piece drops tomorrow, I won't be able to start stream until like this time right now. So whatever time it is right now on your end of the world, if One Piece drops, I'll be streaming around this time. If not, One Piece stream on Saturday, because on Friday I got some friends visiting me at home, so I will not be able to stream. So Saturday, One Piece. Sunday will be a big one. Big Tokyo Ghoul stream. Wherever I left off, I will start very early. I'll start reading until I'm caught up, until I finish the first part of Tokyo Ghoul. So I might be streaming for 6-7 hours. It's gonna be a long one. So this is it for today. I'm ending it here. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.